the other.
Your dad loved that show, didn't he?
It's like his all-time favorite.
I think loved implies that he no
Al
longer
Bundy's
loves it.
his all-time favorite character.
The PM team at 2 p.m.
PNC Bank believes a consistent routine over time can take your money from average to elite. Just like in baseball, success comes from repetition. Pitch after pitch after pitch, swing after swing after swing, day after day after day. It might sound boring at first, but add that up over time and the results will be brilliant. PNC Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Hey, Bucks fans, Perry's Ice Cream, the official ice cream of the Pittsburgh Pirates, has a new flavor that'll have you raising the Jolly Roger. Introducing Bucko Batter, a treasure full of crushed cookies buried in yellow cake batter ice cream. What's even sweeter? With every Bucko Batter purchase, Perry's Ice Cream donates a portion of the proceeds to Pirates charities. Find Bucko Batter from Perry's Ice Cream at your local Giant Eagle. Let's go, Bucks.
Back at the postgame show from Miami, an 8-2 Marlins win tonight. Let's look at the out-of-town scores. Those are brought to you by AHN, official medical provider of the Pirates, caring for you through every win, every loss, and every moment in between. Cleveland leading at Detroit 6-4 going to the bottom of the ninth. Top of the ninth in Washington. The Cubs lead there 12-5. Yankees have a 6-5 home lead over the Mariners in the seventh. Blue Jays up 6-1 over the Red Sox in the eighth inning in Toronto. The Braves have a 6-3 home lead over the Mets in the ninth inning in Atlanta. White Sox have a 3-0 home lead over the Reds in the seventh inning in Chicago. Twins go to 60-62 with a 7-5 home win over the Orioles. Cardinals a home win 7-1 over the Phillies. The Rays win at Sacramento 8-4. The Rockies win in Phoenix 6-4. Astros win 2-1 at the Giants. Padres beat the Brewers 4-3. And here tonight it was the Marlins winning 8-2. And a reminder that food insecurity, that is something that nobody should experience. And that's why Edgar Snyder and Associates is donating $50 to the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank for every double play turned by the Pirates this season. And so far, 96 double plays turned. That's a pledge of $4,800 courtesy of Edgar Snyder and Associates. Again, the final tonight, 8-2 Marlins. We'll take you back through the game up next, right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
At AHN, we see you juggling 100 things at once. That's why we made it easier to book with the doctors you need. With AHN online scheduling, you can book with your primary care provider or get time with a specialist. Visit ahn.org/schedule, answer a couple of simple questions, and search for providers, locations, and times that work best for you. Easy online scheduling. Because at AHN, we see you.
That sound, that's home. When you're watching the Bucks, you don't reach for just any beer. This is Pittsburgh. We show up for our team, and we stand by our own. If you want to hit a home run in your town, drink local. Iron City Beer, brewed here since 1861. A true fan favorite. We're cracking IC Light. Clean, crisp, and built for game day in the new Stargell Stars can. So next time you're in the stands, ask yourself, are you drinking for some other city, or are you drinking for your town? It's your town, it's your team, it's your Iron City and IC Light. Iron City Beer and IC Light. Proudly Pittsburgh.
Back on the postgame show from Miami, an 8-2 Marlins win today. Let's take it back through the game now. And the Pirates, for the first time in 16 innings, they got a runner to second base in the second inning. That was their longest streak since 1952 without advancing a runner past first. And they got two on, and it was a bouncing ball. It looked like it was going to be an inning-ending double play by Jacob Gonzalez instead of throwing error by Otto Lopez. And that would give the Pirates a 1-0 lead on that error. Then the Marlins would tie it in the bottom half against Pirate starter Carmen Mlodzinski, and a two-out RBI single by Xavier Edwards. And it was a 1-1 tie. The Marlins then would knock Mlodzinski out of the game in the third inning after a double. There was a walk and a ball hit past Nick Gonzalez and ruled a double. Then the reliever Sisk would come in. It was a walk, a hit batter, then another walk, sac fly, and a bounce out. And on what was credited as 2 hits. The Marlins scored 4 runs, and that ended up being the game as they took a 5-1 lead there. The Pirates would get another run in the game, though, on a sac fly by Ace Marilyn Valdez in the 4th inning. That would convert a leadoff double. Nick Gonzalez with 2 hits tonight, now a Major League leading 47th multi-hit game. But before a crowd of 7,441 tonight, it was the Marlins advancing to 38-24 on their home turf as they win 8-2 over the Pirates here tonight. We'll give you the final numbers and preview tomorrow's game right after this here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Game day doesn't just happen. You plan for it. You fuel up before first pitch with fresh donuts. You stay ready through the middle innings with Schnuggets. And when it's over, win or lose, you wrap it up with a delicious, decadent milkshake. After all, big emotions call for big sips. Because no matter the outcome of the game, a Sheetz run is always a home run. Why the Sheetz not stop by the official convenience store of the Pittsburgh Pirates?
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. The Bob and Joe Show, weekdays 10 to 2.
I was wondering what you thought of this. I was on hold with customer service, and then they were like, to go back to the main menu, press the star key. And then it dawned on me, what a cool segment.
The star key.
Cool segment idea for no star key. Press the star key.
You like that,
So I just
Bob?
wanted to throw that out there.
Thank you.
I like that.
That's a great idea. We're going to go to that next
push
week.
the star key.
That's beautiful.
Push him in a direction.
Off the ledge. Back him into a corner.
The Bob and Joe Show, weekdays 10 to 2 on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
Pirates and PNC are going to bat for local small businesses by highlighting a different business each month. This month, the spotlight is on Hop Farm Brewing Company, located in Lawrenceville. They've been brewing high-quality craft beer in Pittsburgh for more than 12 years. With 14 to 16 beers always on tap, local cider and seltzers, wine, NA beverages, and a full menu, there's something for every taste. Visit hopfarmbrewingco.com for a list of upcoming events and beer releases.
This Pirates Moment is brought to you by the officers, members, and families of Local Union Number 5 of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Our members have lived and worked in the region since 1897, providing all the electrical, telecommunication, and broadcasting needs of commercial, industrial, and residential customers. We offer state-of-the-art training that is second to none and internationally recognized. Local Union Number 5 of the IBEW will be here to stand by you for all your electrical installation needs today and well into the future. Our members proudly show their hometown pride in supporting the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Back with you for a final wrap here from Miami as the Marlins win at 8-2 tonight. For the Marlins, 8 runs on 9 hits, an error, 10 left. Miami is 62-59. For the Pirates, 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors, 5 left. Pirates have lost 15 of 20. They're now 58-64. It's their 7th consecutive series loss. The winner is Jansen Junk. He's 6-7. He lost to Carmen Majinski. He's 6-5. Time of the game at 2 hours 47 minutes. 7,441 the announced attendance here in Miami. So the Pirates try to avoid getting swept. It'll be Braxton Ashcraft tomorrow, 11-game winner, and he'll oppose the Marlins' Tyler Phillips. He's 3-5 with a 3.47 ERA. Remember, day game tomorrow. We're on the air at 12:45. It's a 1:10 first pitch here from Lone Depot Park. Thanks again to Gary Ibar, our producer engineer with us here in the booth, and to Mike Kravitz back at our network control center. And for my partner Neil Walker, my name is Joe Block, repeating the final score here tonight. It was the Marlins 8 and the Pirates 2. So long and good night from Miami. This has been a presentation of the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan. The PM team.
Sorts on his face. Oh, the
Donnie,
scowl.
make a scowl face for us. Let me hear what. Let me
Scowl
see
at me.
Let me see that scowl.
Donnie,
in there.
here, just imagine you thought you'd be the starting quarterback. The other guy played when you felt you were healthy. He won the game, and now the reporters have just looked at you in the locker room. That looks more like a constipated frown.
What, you have a good scowl? That's your regular face, Halsey.
The PM team at 2 p.m. live and local.
Join the Pirates for Youth Baseball and Softball Days at PNC Park, presented by Sheetz, as we celebrate the exceptional talents of young players from across Western PA. Embrace the community spirit by donning your team jersey and taking part in the festivities at the game. Be among the first 1,000 players to sign up, and you can participate in a pregame warning track salute. To see all of the 2026 Youth Baseball and Softball Days, visit pirates.com/youthbaseball or pirates.com/youthsoftball. And he's there. He'll make the catch. The ball game is over. This is going to do it. This game is over. Should be the ball game.
You've been listening to Pirates Baseball on the Pirates Radio Network. Today's game on the Pirates Radio Network has been brought to you by Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Caring for you through every win, loss, and every moment in between. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Sheets, the official convenience store of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Why the Sheets not? Get a snack after the game. Pittsburgh Brewing Company. Pittsburgh Brewing, makers of Iron City and Icy Light. Ford, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Pirates. NSS Life, for low-cost insurance and high-yielding annuities, it's NSS Life, where family matters. SeatGeek, be good at MLB seats with SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Highmark Health. Highmark is proud to support Pirates everywhere, from home base to home away from home, because life. Highmark, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And by PNC. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. You've been listening to Pirates Baseball on the Pirates Radio Network.
This broadcast was presented by Bet365, where winning is everything. Download the Bet365 app and lock in your picks before the game begins. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in select states only.
The ball game is over, and this game is over, and the ball game is over.
Now, it's time for your reaction on the Pirates Fan Reaction Show. The Og Murphy and Prikoski Fan Reaction Show is presented by Van Handel Cleaning and Restoration and is brought to you by Bellman Electric, Sir Grout's, Hampton Beer Outlet, Guardian Protection, NJM Insurance, Keystone Custom Apparel, Veteran Basement Waterproofing, Zero Res Commercial Cleaning, and Og Murphy and Prikoski Law Firm. We're all in.
And this will do it, and the ball game is over.
The Fan Reaction Show is on Sports Radio 93.7, The Fan.
Here's the pitch. Bouncer to third. 2 hops, Sonoha. With time. Got him. Marlins have taken the first 2 games of the series, and that cinches that the Pirates will lose their 7th consecutive series. An 8-2 Marlins win tonight. The Pirates have lost 15 of 20.
And a fitting score to this one, Marlins 8, Pirates 2, because if you have followed the Buccos for at least the last 10 games, and I don't blame you if you haven't, the Pirates have lost 8 and they have won just 2 of their last 10 games, which has put them in a position where the season is over. I mean, we've gone over the flatlining quite enough. We are at that point. The Pirates now 58-64. They have fallen out of things in the National League playoff race, and even 6 games out, they have lost 3 in a row. You heard Joe Block there right here on 93.7 The Fan. 7 consecutive series losses for the Buccos. A game that a lot of people probably tuned out of after the 3rd inning tonight when the Marlins put up a 4 spot. Look back from there. The Pirates would add a run in the 4th, but then the Marlins would add a few more, and they would win the game 8-2 to take the series and actually go for the sweep tomorrow. A team that was selling at the trade deadline is ready to sweep one of the only buyers from the National League at the trade deadline. Donnie in for Dan. It is the Og Murphy and Prikoski Reaction Show presented by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. Og Murphy and Prikoski. We're all in. We're all in, at least. It doesn't look like the Pirates are all in at this point as we sit on the 12th day of August. A season that had so much hope. Coming into this month, we thought we'd get some really exciting baseball, and the Pirates collectively have fallen flat on their faces. Let's not make this guy wait too much longer. Neil Walker with us as he was last night on the radio side with Joe Block. Neil, again, man, score was a little bit different, but it feels like deja vu to a degree. Just not seeing a ton of life from these guys. An 8-2 loss tonight, and it felt like it was pretty much over after the 3rd inning. Is it just growing and growing in terms of frustration? Clubhouse and maybe even with you guys up in the broadcast booth?
Yeah, I mean, if they're as frustrated as we are, watching this and commenting on it, and know how frustrated fans are, and it's got to be hitting them hard down there in the dugout and in the locker room. So, and again, certainly not for a lack of effort and a lack of trying to just sometimes in the game of baseball, you just cannot get going. And when you're constantly chasing and constantly playing from behind, and Pirates were able to take a 1-run lead tonight early on in that game on an error by the Marlins, but then it kind of unraveled in that third inning, as you mentioned, with Sis coming in and walking a guy, hitting a guy, walking a guy, and then another, I think, one more run score from there. So just super frustrating all around, and just no momentum, no flow to the game. Just cannot get anything going right now, and you certainly, as you mentioned, feel like opportunities are really starting to fall by the wayside. So, where do you go from here? You try to win tomorrow. You try to have a good homestand, but these teams out in front of them, in particular the Marlins too, they're winning and they're playing better baseball than the Pirates are at this moment.
I know as a player, and obviously coaches and managers too, that they always have that mindset of, hey, we're just worried about the game in front of us, the team in front of us. But is it fair that some of these guys might be looking at the upcoming schedule too and thinking, man, we really have a big uphill battle to climb here? I mean, you got the Red Sox in there. You have then a long road trip where it's San Diego, L.A., St. Louis. That's pretty daunting here to finish this month, Neil.
Yeah, I think as players, I don't think that kind of gets into your brain, but I think that you are aware of that. I just think in the grand scheme of things, the injuries have just mounted up so significantly, and it's become, guys being out for too long, and maybe guys running out of gas and running on empty and just not being able to necessarily collectively pull their weight. So would I guess that when guys looked and saw the Dodgers and the Padres and the Cardinals all in one road trip in August on the schedule, they probably would have said, oh boy, I hope we're in a pretty good place when we head out west. Yeah, that probably crossed your minds. But again, as you mentioned, in the brain of a baseball player and a coach, you're very much concerned about winning series and trying to do everything you can to win series. And if you have opportunities to sweep teams, try to put the hammer down. And if you have an opportunity to avoid a sweep, try to win that one of two or one of three or one of four, obviously. So, it's getting to the point where, again, we talked about it last night. If you don't feel like you can rip off 8 straight wins or win 10 of 13, it's going to be very difficult to climb back in this thing.
Carmen Mlodzinski, second consecutive start here since Mitch Keller went on the shelf and Carmen got put back into the rotation, which, of course, is what he's wanted all along, Neil. I understand it can be difficult to make that transition back, but he hasn't exactly bathed himself in glory since the return. Back-to-back really bad outings for him. What was going on with Carmen tonight? What did you notice from him getting through just 2 1/3?
Yeah, he just didn't look super sharp. He just, he was mainly fastball split to the lefties, with a little bit of breaking ball sweeper slider in there, and a little bit more fastball sweeper to the righties, and did an okay job through those first 2 innings, and was able to kind of get out of that second inning without a big number. They only scored 1 when they got first and second and nobody out, and then when it happened again in the third inning, then it got a little dicey for him, and at that point, who knows what the pitch count was or what they were hoping to get from him. But you get to that point, you got to make a decision whether you leave him in there, try to let him navigate that third, or you try to bring somebody else in to see if you can put out the fire. And obviously he was pulled, and Evan Sis wasn't able to, kind of calm things down, and that kind of set the tone for the the next 5-6 innings. So. Just wasn't sharp, and who knows? It's I can't speak to it coming from the offensive side of things, but obviously he wants to start, and he wanted to start, and wasn't thrilled going down that bullpen, and comes back and gets an opportunity. I don't know if that's weighing heavily in his mind. Who knows? But certainly hasn't been able to kind of get back to the form we've seen him in the past, and certainly has thrown the ball better coming out of the bullpen than as a starter in his career.
Jansen Junk, who mostly throws junk, as we go to the flip side of this thing, his ERA was in the mid-4s, but again, the Pirates make a right-handed pitcher no less, look pretty good. A quality start from him. 6 innings, 4 hits, just 1 earned run on Junk's line tonight, a couple of strikeouts and a walk. So conversely, what were you seeing from him that was able to fool Bucco bats?
Yeah, he was just mixing it up. I mean, it was mainly, 4-seam, 2-seam, and a slider and a little bit of changeup. And, when he got that 5-1 lead, he just started to attack and, really only got into one situation with a runner on third and as Maryland Valdez up with 1 out. And he was able to continue to attack him and got a sac fly, which almost really was a 2-run home run. But regardless, when guys are understanding that, you just do everything you can to limit the walks. And he did that tonight. He only had 1 walk, only struck out 2, but was very efficient. Pirate batters were very aggressive, but, weren't able to get many situations with a lot of traffic and a lot of guys on base. So you got to tip your cap to him. As you said, kind of a standard right-handed pitcher, but he did his job tonight and probably pitched as good as he has all season.
Braxton Ashcraft goes for the Pirates tomorrow. Record still looks good. That always that doesn't always indicate how good or bad a pitcher is. 11-5 on the year. Ashcraft had a really good first half. He was an all-star and he was worthy of that honor. But he has been leaking oil, like the rest of these guys. But Ashcraft has been leaking oil a bit in the second half, Neil. What are you hoping to see from him? And are there maybe going to be some constraints as we get further and further down the road with him?
Yeah, that's always kind of been the question with Ashcraft when you look at his career, year by year, innings pitched numbers. Do you skip some starts, especially if you're still in it going into mid-late August? Do you pull the chute? What do you do here? And I think just in general, I think he's just going through a little bit of fatigue at this part of the year. I still think arguably he's thrown the ball about as good, outside of Johan Ramirez, probably thrown the ball as good as anybody we have. But certainly he's gone through it a little bit the last couple times out. So for me, I'm hoping you keep an eye on him as he locating early in the count, as he landing that breaking ball early in the count, and is he putting guys away when he has the opportunity. So a sneaky challenge against this Marlins team. Not a lot of household names, but they grind it out. They don't hit a lot of home runs, but they put the ball in play and they can really run. So you got to pay attention to them on the bases. So hopefully you get a good start from him and get a victory tomorrow and head back home for the last homestand of August.
Neil, we'll let you go. Hopefully they can get back in the win column tomorrow because they desperately need it and then some.
No doubt about that, Toddy. Thanks for chatting. I'll talk to you later.
There we go. Thanks, Neil. The great Neil Walker, former Pirates second baseman, a man that knows a little thing or two about being part of some winning ball clubs in Pittsburgh, which, hey, that hasn't been very common in the last 3 decades. Now it's your turn. It's time to state your case at 412-928-9370. Your post-game reaction, which is brought to you by Hampton Beer Outlet. Oktoberfest beers, pumpkin beers, already in stock at the Hampton Beer Outlet, Route 8 in Hampton. So we will get to your calls on the other side. We will likely hear from Don Kelly later on. We will also get some thoughts heading into tomorrow's game as well. That's all ahead on the Og Murphy and Perkowski Reaction Show right here on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
Hey, it's Brew, and I feel like everything in my life depends on being connected. Whether I'm uploading a video, hopping on a call before my show, or video chatting with my family back in Michigan, I never have to think about my Wi-Fi. And that's why Xfinity stands out. You get the most reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi with the best equipment at one price for 5 years guaranteed. No contracts or commitments. Plus, you can get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Use of fiber or coaxial cable. Learn more at Xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that.
I scream. You scream. We all scream. Because Wendy's famous small classic Frosty is just $1 for a limited time. More screaming, happy screaming, summer screaming, dollar small classic Frosty screaming! But please don't scream in the drive-thru. It hurts the employees' ears. Get a $1 small classic Frosty for a limited time, only at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. A la carte only, not valid for delivery. Limit 10 per transaction. Price may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Family-owned D'Amelio's Heating and Cooling in Greensburg is now offering an incredible 0% financing for 72 months on any Carrier furnace, air conditioning, or both. Yes, that's right. 0 interest on any AC unit or furnace. D'Amelio's is also offering rebates on qualified equipment. D'Amelio's Heating and Cooling Greensburg, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Call now 724-838-9360.
Hey, it's Dan Zangrilli here to deliver a big pitch from Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union. Have you heard about their ultra-competitive first position home equity loan rate of 5.25%? That's right, 5.25%. It's been so popular, they've extended the promotion, leaving plenty of time for you to hit a home run for that big project or unexpected expense. Learn the full terms, conditions, and membership eligibility requirements at AllegiantFCU.org. Allegiant Community Federal Credit Union, equal housing lender, federally insured by the NCUA.
HD1 Pittsburgh, an Odyssey Sports Station, live from the Jim Shorkey Mitsubishi.com studios, North Huntington and North Hills. Always live and free on the Odyssey app. Now back to more of the Og Murphy and Prokowski reaction show on Sports Radio 93.7, The Fan.
Pitch is swung on, blasted out to deep center field. Conine's having a good series. He's got a long home run to center, and the Marlins head on at 6-2. Griffin Conine with home run number 13.
And that's going to be your play of the game, which is brought to you by Sir Grout, your local tile, grout, and stone restoration specialist. Griffin Conine, yes, the son of Jeff Conine, the legendary Miami Marlin, hitting a home run tonight to cap a pretty big third inning for Miami, his 13th long ball of the season. He was 2 for 2, walked 3 times. Homered, he scored 3 runs himself, so he is also our Pellman Electric player of the game. Pellman Electric, cutting-edge electrical contractors covering the Tri-State as the Pirates dropped the second game against the Miami Marlins, an 8-2 loss. The Pirates have lost 8 of their last 10. They have lost 12 of their last 15. Just a horrid stretch that the Pirates are going through right now that has pretty much knocked them completely out of any sort of playoff conversation. The easy stat of the game, not necessarily a cool one for the Pirates, which is brought to you by Easy Home Exteriors. How did the bullpen do in this game? Because we did get to see some of the new guys, and we saw the former Marlin pitch in his former ballpark, Lake Bacher. It was not a welcome sight for Lake. He went 3 innings in relief, but he allowed 3 earned runs, 3 hits allowed. He walked 1 and struck out when he gave up 2 home runs, did Bacher tonight, so not necessarily a great return for him. Kirby Yates gave up a hit and no runs. Camilo Doval was a little bit wild. He allowed 2 walks, but he did not allow a hit or a run as the Pirates fell 8-2 in this game. Evan Sisk was unable to find the strike zone either. A couple of walks allowed by him in just two-thirds of an inning. Quickly, before I get to some callers here at 412-928-9370, who's hot and who's cold, brought to you by D'Amelio's HVAC in Greensburg. Your comfort is their business. Carmen Mlodzinski, I would say, is cold. And he's somebody who should absolutely be ripe for some criticism right around this time, because he was the guy that made a big stink out of the move to the bullpen, wanted to be in the starting rotation. I understand this. I understand that Mlodzinski wanted to be a starter. Most of these guys, pretty much all of these guys, want to be starting pitchers, but he happened to be the odd man out. He had the skill set that was best fit to be a guy that would pitch out of the bullpen. Now he gets a second chance. He gets another opportunity with Mitch Keller getting put on the shelf. And just because they really don't have many other options, I'm sure Carmen is going to be safe in his spot. But man, 2 really putrid outings for Mlodzinski as a starter. He pitched 5 days ago against the Mets, 3 innings, 7 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 strikeout and 1 walk in that game. And then tonight, 2 1/3, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 strikeout and 3 walks. He has been completely off since moving back in. He's gone just 5 1/3. He's allowed 9 earned runs on 12 hits. In that time span, he's allowed 4 walks, and he has only struck out 2 guys. So even Mlodzinski, who for a while was one of the better pitchers, maybe the best overall pitcher on the season, he has fallen off the wagon in his last couple of appearances. So the guy that made, he was bitching and moaning about going to the bullpen like he was Roger Clemens, and now he's left looking pretty silly because he gets another opportunity, and so far through 2 starts, he is not making the most of it. In fact, he is doing quite the opposite. 412-928-9370. Let's go to Steve in Gibsonia. Hello, Steve.
Hey, how are you?
Good. What's on your mind, Steve?
Do you think they're going to trade Mlodzinski next year, or if there's a baseball season?
That's a good question. I mean, I thought that there would be an opportunity, if there was anybody on their major league roster, that he would be the guy that could have gone in this past trade deadline. He should be he should be trade bait for them. No idea if they're going to have a 2027 season. If you ask me right now, I would say no. But I think Mlodzinski should be someone they consider moving on from, because we've also gotten the sense from people around the team that they're not exactly happy with how he handled everything. So I appreciate the question and the call there, Steve. Let's go to Tom in Verona. Hello, Tom.
Hey, Donnie. Thanks for taking my call. Yeah, I just got one thing to say. Hey, Ben Sherrington, somebody's nose is growing.
Thanks, Tom. I appreciate it. I was waiting for one of those. I couldn't remember where Tom normally called from, but he calls every couple of weeks. Tom picks his spots. He's not a guy that calls every night, but he will call and he will say that exact same thing, which I do get a kick out of. 412-928-9370. How about Tom in New Jersey? Hello, Tom.
Yeah, hi, Don. Listen, when is this radio station and the Pirates organization going to be honest with the fans? That's what I want to know. Because you guys have not been honest with the fans. Even, I mean, Neil Walker, I kind of like Neil Walker, but even he didn't come out and say, hey, listen, the team is kind of, I mean, they're going through a down stretch right now, and it's either Don Kelly or there's problems in the dugout because they're not hitting, they're not pitching, and it hasn't been like that most of this season. Something's going on. When are you guys going to be honest and tell the fans what's going on?
I'm not quite sure like what you're getting at, Tom. Like as in there's some big like controversy that has recently gone on, or like I'm not saying enough that they suck. Like I'm very much aware that they suck right now. I'm just a little bit confused by like what you're trying to stir up like some tea that's happening in the Pirates clubhouse. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Charlie. I mean, I'm a little bit confused there by the question, like telling people what's going on. I don't know if there is something going on in the Pirates clubhouse. I'm just hosting a show after another Pirates loss after 10 p.m. on a Wednesday night. But I mean, I'll be this honest. They are a bad baseball team right now. They suck. They have ripped the fans' hearts out again. It's become a very common occurrence, and I can't blame anybody if they don't tune into another game all season. They have only themselves to blame. Because guess what they've now run into? As of about 21 hours from now, the Steelers will be playing a football game. And I think the Pirates, if they aren't already, will be long in the rearview mirror for a lot of sports fans in Pittsburgh, because they had an opportunity to actually be the more relevant team in the month of August. Hell, even an opportunity to be the more relevant team in the month of September. And we didn't even get 2 weeks in the month of August, and the season's over. Where the team is at right now, the amount of games back, the amount of teams they have to jump, more importantly, the season's over. 412-928-9370. Coming up, we'll hear from Don Kelly, give some final thoughts before the game tomorrow, the finale against the Marlins, where, who knows, maybe the Pirates will avoid the sweep, maybe not, maybe another lifeless loss is ahead. That's next on the Og Murphy and Prokosky Reaction Show right here on Sports Radio 93.7 The Fan.
After an accident, you need an injury attorney who fights for you. Og, Murphy, and Prokosky are ready to take on the insurance companies and win you the compensation you deserve. Call 412-391-FIRM. Og, Murphy, Prokosky, The Firm. We're all in.
Buy one window, get a free unicorn. Just kidding. Are you tired of dishonest offers? I'm Brian Murphy, owner of Easy Home Exteriors, and we take your home seriously. If you need windows, roofing, siding, or doors, we'll give you fair, honest pricing the first time, every time. No pressure, no gimmicks. We'll give you a free estimate. You don't even need to be home. Call 412-678-7008. That's 412-678-7008. If you're lucky, we'll throw in a unicorn.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. The best time to recommit to your gut health goals? Right now. Take charge of your gut with Nature Made. Our clinically studied ingredients support digestive health. Digestive enzymes break down nutrients. Probiotic and prebiotic fiber nourish good gut bacteria. And super greens with probiotics empower daily digestive health. Try the full lineup of gut health support from Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey, it's Brew, and I feel like everything in my life depends on being connected. Whether I'm uploading a video, hopping on a call before my show, or video chatting with my family back in Michigan, Michigan, I never have to think about my Wi-Fi. And that's why Xfinity stands out. You get the most reliable, fiber-powered Wi-Fi with the best equipment at one price for 5 years guaranteed. No contracts or commitments. Plus, you can get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Use of fiber or coaxial cable. Learn more at Xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Did you know Skechers makes high-performance footwear for almost every sport you play? Here's what our athletes are saying.
Hi, I'm pro basketball player OG Anunoby. I dominate in Skechers basketball. Skechers delivers championship-level performance.
I'm WNBA star Jackie Young. Skechers keeps me quick, comfortable, and ready for anything.
And you can get high-performance Skechers and hands-free slip-ins technology. Just step in and perform.
I'm pro golfer Matt Fitzpatrick. I play in hands-free Skechers golf slip-ins.
Find yours at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or whatever high-performance sports shoes are sold.
There's electricity in the crowd, but when you have electrical problems, you need a family-owned business you can trust. Call Pellman Electric. Pellman Electric has been in business for over 25 years, and their qualified electricians can handle any project. Residential or commercial, outlet repairs in your house, to completing a high-rise office building, Pellman Electric will tackle any job. And if the power goes out, Pellman offers generator installation services. Visit them at PellmanElectric.com. You depend on electricity, depend on Pellman.
Now, back to the Og Murphy and Perkowski Reaction Show on Sports Radio 93.7, The Fan.
1,071 RBIs. There's a swing, fly ball, deep left field, and it's going to be another home run. This one way up above the former nightclub area into a bar section. Second home run allowed by Bacher tonight. And now the Miami Marlins lead 8-2 on the 17th home run by Hernandez.
Hernandez with his 17th home run of the year. That is the insurance run of the game, brought to you by NJM Insurance. NJM, no jingles or mascots, just great insurance. And then the Marlins were able to protect the lead. Their bullpen allowed nothing. After Jansen Junk allowed runs, one of those unearned, a three-man combination of Zuber, Foucher, and Vodnik came in and shut the door in innings 7, 8, and 9. They allowed just 2 hits in that time span, 3 total base runners with the walk allowed by Vodnik in the 9th inning. Protecting the lead is brought to you by Guardian Protection, your hometown security company. Let's listen to what Don Kelly had to say. Probably a lot of the same responses that we got last night, and probably pretty common as to what we hear almost every night. But let's listen into the Pirates skipper after the Pirates lose 8-2, their 8th loss in their last 10 games.
DK, what do you think happened with Carmen there in that third?
It looked like command wasn't where Carmen typically is. Some balls got hit hard, fell behind some guys, and it just felt like it was best chance for us was to go to Sisk to try to get out of it.
Was there anything you could see to why he was getting hit pretty hard? It seemed like that was consistent.
Consistent. Yeah, sinker. I don't know exactly why. Haven't had a chance to go back and look at all of them on where they were on the plate, but they hit some balls pretty good.
It did seem, you mentioned the deeper counts, like it did seem you, I think, get 4-3-2 counts. I mean, how tough is that when you're kind of battling in those counts and giving up the walks in those counts as well? Yeah,
getting deeper into the counts. Pitch count got elevated. I don't know what he ended up in, 60-ish range, but pitch count got elevated, fell behind some guys, the walks, and then to the barrels too.
What gave Evan trouble when he came in?
Command, the walks and the hit by pitch. We got to throw strikes there to get out of that inning.
What's kind of key to getting him back on track? I mean, obviously coming off the IL, missing some time.
Yeah, rhythm, when you're on the IL like he was and with the arm injury, just finding a way to get him back in rhythm and sync him up. He has been so good for us before the injury and, big weapon from the left side.
With Carmen these last 2 games struggling starting the games, is it something you think routine-based that's changed, or just what do you think's led to the struggles?
Yeah, I'm not really sure on that. Something we got to figure out.
Do you like that matchup, even though he's kind of struggled with guys on base and inherited runners this season? Like, did you still like that matchup with Sisk coming in?
Yeah, I felt like it was our best opportunity there to get out of that inning.
Donnie, what's it going to take to snap out of this stretch?
Yeah, we have to compete. Today was not good enough. It felt like we felt sorry for ourselves and didn't compete with the fight that we have all season. And we have to be better. We have to find a way, and we have to dig deep in the clubhouse, players, staff, everybody, and find a way.
Is that a message you've delivered to the team, to the players?
Yeah, talk to them about it.
Was that recent?
Yeah, it was.
This is the first, I'm guessing, you've seen that. I mean, this team's fought a lot.
They have every day. The fight has been phenomenal up until this point, but today it was not good enough. We haven't been playing good baseball. The mistakes on the bases, the not getting over, covering first base. There's just a lot of things that we can't let slide. We have to be better at, and that's what it's going to take to pull out of it.
The manager press conference, the manager's minute, that's brought to you by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. When weather disaster strikes, call Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. You hear Don Kelly there talking to the media after the game. Taking a look at tomorrow, a 1:10 first pitch in Miami. The Pirates try to hold off the sweep as they sit in last place of the National League Central. Braxton Ashcraft will go for the Buccos, 11-5 on the year with an ERA of 4.08. He has struck out 145 batters on the season. Tyler Phillips will be the starter for the Miami Marlins, 3-5 on the year, an ERA of 3.47, and just 70 strikeouts in limited action this year. Apologies to the folks that are on hold. You have a chance to get at me tomorrow. I will be back on the air from 10 until 2 in for Bob Pompiani and Joe Starkey, so we can have plenty of conversation about this Pirates team. We'll also mix in the other team in town that has a game tomorrow as well. The Pirate game tomorrow, by the way, a 1:10 first pitch, and that can be heard on our sister station, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA. Thank you to Charlie Borges for his fine work behind the glass in Greentree. A thank you to Neil Walker, and a thanks to the folks that joined the conversation as well. That tease to tomorrow's game brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors, PellaPittsburgh.com. The Pirates at 58-64, and the Miami Marlins now 62-59. The Buccos an even 6 games out of a National League playoff spot.